to episode 27 of Descent into Avernus. We'd like to start off by thanking our sponsors, D&D Beyond, that is D, the letter N, dbeyond.com, as well as Lucky Dice Cafe. If you're looking for a live game to play in the Huntsville, Alabama area, please head on out to that location. I believe it's still currently on a purchase your ticket in advance, wear your mask, wash your hands, the whole 9 yards. We also like to thank Liquor Express, with whom we are affiliated, where we run live games. Well, you get to sample some fresh home brewed microbrews. I think there might. I honestly don't know. Again, this is in the Huntsville, Alabama area, and I am real far from the Huntsville, Alabama area because I am in Toronto. So that being said, when we last left our heroes, or our intrepid group of adventurers, we had bid farewell to the party's bard, whose sense of duty called him home. And with that in mind, a certain cleric...
We just took a sip.
You good
Hard
there?
sip.
Yeah.
Okay. A certain cleric wanted to talk to her god.
For the first time.
Yep.
Listen, I've probably tried to reach out before. It's not that I don't reach out to her, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We talk.
How do you go about attempting to reach her? The goddess that you worship.
Yo, bitch.
Absolutely.
Yo, Brexta! It's your girl, Adira. No,
You probably heard about me from Torm.
you know
What's
my
up?
buddy. He's on the list. No.
He's on the list.
Yeah, we're pals.
Fantastic.
We're pals. No, specifically, I know Brexta is the goddess of twilight, so prayer between dusk and dawn is probably Adira's go-to when it comes to praying to Brexta. She might wait till it's later in the night, at least a decent late time that's still going to let her get her rest for the next day, because it's a big day, because this is back before Comfort leaves, which is... Let's not think about it. So she would just kind of settle herself, maybe light a candle, and then take a seat in front of it and pray.
Okay. All right, Quentin. Here's how this is going to work.
I'm already nervous. Yeah?
Yep. Because you know what this is.
Is that a bone box? I can't see that.
Dice box.
What's a what?
It's my dice box.
Oh!
So, you are going to need to roll me a percentile.
It's just a D100, yeah?
Yep.
Huh, I hate that number. Okay. 38.
Okay. As Heath always says, yours or mine?
Huh. Can I ask if your number consists of 2 even numbers?
You can ask.
Okay, is it 2 even numbers?
No.
Okay, then, is it 2 odd numbers?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go with mine.
Okay. It takes a little bit longer than normal to feel that sense of serenity that comes from when you pray.
Mm-hmm.
And you think maybe it's because the passage of time is different here, Or maybe it's just because it's interfering with your ability to pray, which seems strange. But I mean, you're in the first layer of hell. There have been stranger things,
Okay.
which include being able to talk to a god that's not yours. When you open your eyes thinking that perhaps the connection to your god is just not as strong as you would like,
Adira's just mumbling, she hates me. I get it. It's fine. I don't pray enough. I'll pray more. No.
open your eyes and you are on what seems to be a floating foyer.
Oh.
You stand up and walk to the edge, and you can't see ground underneath you. It looks like you're almost floating amidst the stars.
Ooh.
The area around you is that deep, dusky purple of twilight with white stars.
I can appreciate the aesthetic.
Yeah. There are pillars, and these pillars depict other gods. Remind me, how many are you friends with right now?
2.
Two.
If I go check...
Storm and...
Where's my... Hold on. There, actually, I didn't pop this up.
The
Hold
one
on.
with the puzzles.
The one, yeah, the one with the...
Erithus.
Yes.
right?
Erithus,
right?
yes. You're correct.
You recognize the pillars that have the visages of Torm and Erithus are both lit up.
Okay.
There was nobody when you went to inspect these things. When you turn around, standing before you, shrouded in purple garments, the same color as the backdrop, but you're able to see the definition of the garments because she shines with this pale purple glow. If you needed to picture this, we're talking Nyx.
I was about to say, I'm like, I know where this is going. I exactly know where this is going.
And you are basically in Chaos's realm.
I like that place. That place is pretty. Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay. This is her domain. Her voice sounds somewhat ethereal and seems to come from all around you, and you never actually see her lips move. But you hear her voice clearly.
Oh.
My child, what is it that I can do for you today?
I just had, some questions.
Question?
Well, officially not for me, really. But you see, a friend of mine, he's been visited by a dream spirit of sorts, it seems.
What friend would that...
That would be Koss.
Adira, what is it that you think that he is?
Sorry.
You good?
Yeah. Well, I thought human at first, but, he does have talents, within mind, so...
He is... We call them by something else. The easiest translation to something that you're going to be able to wrap your tongue around is a Kellish star.
Kalishtar.
What is it that you wish to know about him? You said you have questions. However, you have just described a problem or a curiosity and not asked a question.
That's... Well, I guess I was going to ask if there are ways to, get rid of dream spirits, but if that's part of what he is that part of what he is?
It is. He is tied to that particular spirit.
Then
That spirit protects him,
Oh.
much like you all do.
Mm-hmm. All of us work very hard to protect one another.
And you do a fantastic job of it. Adira, you watch as she strides past you,
Mm.
and then goes to the pillar with her visage chiseled into it and gestures for you to join her.
Yeah. Is she big?
Yes.
Yes! Okay. Perfect. That's all I wanted. Thank you. Continue. Big lady, own heart. Okay.
It's Christmas Shroud all over again.
I want you to know that is one of the clips. Adira going big is one of the clips
Nyx.
in our first clip compilation, which should be debuting that next week.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, sorry, that's off tangent. As you join her, she waves her hand, and two backless chairs, and they are chairs because the cushion in them with arms, there's just no back to them,
Okay.
appear, and she takes a seat in one and gestures for you to sit in the other.
Ha.
They are two different sizes, and the smaller one is for you.
Big lady, own heart. Okay. I will sit.
Okay. She kind of reclines against one arm. So, what is it then that you wish to know about the spirits and the Kalistars?
It was mainly to see if, if he was in harm's way, I guess, on my part. But if it's something that is part of him and will always be part of him, I can guess that it would mean no harm to him.
Not to him.
Well, that's good to know. Okay.
The spirit, their entire purpose, is to protect the Kalishtar that they're tied to.
Oh.
Because the Kalishtar cannot dream, because of these spirits, they are in no danger of something that would try and devour them in their dream.
Oh.
And what about yourself? I can feel a change in you.
I guess I'm just, learning of who I am.
And who are you?
Well, I'm Adira, but I've recently learned that I am much more than just what I thought.
And what is that more, Adira? Do you know?
I have come across faces in Avernus that I have seen and known and fought alongside before, but they're only coming to me in pieces. And I'm not sure why.
Because that is who you are. You're who you are and who you were will reveal itself in time through those visions. Because that is part of how your particular race works. Because despite the fact that you look like a moon elf, you are not a moon elf.
I've learned that the fun way, yes.
Now, I've had some very interesting conversations with a couple gods. And she kind of looks at the two pillars that are lit.
Uh-huh.
Erithus has nothing but good things to say about you. He stated that you are exceptional at puzzling out, and that he enjoyed quite a long talk with you, in which you were very polite. I'm watching you dread her bring up Torm. I'm watching it and I'm fucking enjoying it.
Uh-huh.
However, another god brings forward, well, perhaps more perplexed stories. And I told him that there was no possible way a follower of mine would have the absolute audacity, as he put it, to dismiss a fellow god. I can just imagine, like, Adira fucking pulls out a wine bottle from somewhere and just starts chugging
She's
it
recently
back.
met Dionysus, it's fine.
God, Adira really is Zagreus.
Wine ant.
Holy wine is very sweet.
Uh-huh.
So,
Okay.
did you actually dismiss Torm?
Well, I didn't mean it with the intention of me sending him away. You see, it was more of, I figured he would be done here now, and that he would, just want to leave, seeing as I was not a follower of his. And I was like, okay, like, I don't need, I got
Did
nervous.
you
I
dismiss
accidentally said,
or no?
I said, you can go now, but I didn't mean it as a sense of, dismissing him. I more or less meant it as a sense of, like,
No, I don't.
I figured, see, I know you
Adira?
would leave whenever you
Adira?
wanted.
Take a deep breath. Breathe.
Uh-huh.
Breathe.
Uh-huh.
It's okay. We've all been dying to dismiss Torm. The fact that it was done by a human is hilarious. And I think he knows, given what you are and your close ties to what we are, that he would have accepted it from nobody else.
I thought I was going to die.
That doesn't surprise me. He is a very fearsome god. There's a reason he's the god of justice. But you did good. However, maybe don't dismiss him again in the future. This is where you nod and say, "Yes, goddess."
Yes, goddess, I don't plan on contacting Torm again, probably, unless he wants tea. Does he drink tea? I can make tea.
He does drink tea. He's very partial to a very specific chamomile blend.
Adira wanting to write it down. Okay.
And she tells you what the ingredients are and how long exactly to steep this particular tea.
Yep.
And then she just tilts her head a little bit. Is there anything else that you wish to ask of me, child?
I don't think so.
Very well.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
I'm just writing down that she looks like Nyx.
Top notch, mom. Number 1.
Is Adira doing this in like private, where she's off somewhere by herself?
This
Or
would have
is
been
she-
when everybody was sleeping before Comfort left.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
We're rolling back because I wanted some time to prep this.
yes, of course. Yeah, I'm just like making sure like we don't see Adira just full on bawling somewhere.
All right. Is there anything else, Adira?
No. Thank you for all that you've done for me.
It has been my pleasure. Rest, Adira, because there is plenty more coming. And you watch as she gently reaches out and presses 2 fingers to your forehead, but you don't wake up quite yet.
Okay. I was about to say she gives me the showering gun. No, continue. It's okay.
Take this eye.
Take this.
No.
Get the fuck out of my street.
No. She gives you the. You can go now.
No.
Okay.
Adira,
Yes.
when you open your eyes,
Uh-huh.
you are on a battlefield.
Ha! Okay.
Which is definitely not where you started praying.
I'm in danger.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
The battlefield is fraught with a pack of knights that you recognize as the Hell Riders of Eltrul.
Oh.
And in the distance, you see a celestial being with fiery wings and pale teal hair, who fights in the air against another devil.
Oh. Okay.
The sounds of battle rage around you, and as you blink, it's gone. In its place, you see what seems to be trees dripping with blood. Almost as if there were an infestation in this copse of trees. And as you are walking forward, because you do not have control over your feet, you come upon what could only be described as a palace. This palace before you spreads out and covers a lot of ground. And at first, you think what's prowling along the walls and through the yard as you're approaching are demons. But they're not. You can instantly tell that they are devils and not demons.
Okay.
You blink and you're inside. In a throne room, gilded in gold. Vast, sprawling. I need you to give me an insight check, please.
If I remember correctly, I'm proficient. Does not always matter, but that's okay. A 14.
On the throne is a quiver of arrows.
Oh.
And you recognize these arrows. One, because they are what took down Kaistar.
Okay.
And two, because Amaranth carries one around as a reminder,
Huh.
sticking out of their quiver.
Yep.
Okay. And as you blink one last time, and you are standing in the doorway of, you are standing in the doorway of a room. It's furnished. Not extravagantly, but whoever is staying here is definitely not hurting for comfort. On the floor, laying on his stomach, is a familiar face, because you've been drawing him for years.
Huh.
And facing him, also laying on the floor, playing with some toys, is the small child you had sent off with the mother and her 2 kids to be protected by the Archdevil. And you see the same familiar symbol. Because it's the symbol, it's the symbol that you've been drawing all of your visions in.
Mm.
It's also the symbol on the contract that you signed with Azora. They are one and the same.
Huh.
As you open your eyes, the candle has sputtered out. And you are drenched in a cold sweat.
Huh. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Do with that information as you will. And then as we fast forward through Comfort saying goodbye, Arcus and Cyanna sending him home and then disappearing once again, after telling you that you would be able to find them at a fortress here on the 1st level, you guys are set to continue on to the Demon Zapper. Before we continue, does anybody have questions, things that they want to do before you guys move out?
Let's go get Adira her armor.
I feel like what just happened was before my time.
Nope. It was after, because I went to Brexta to ask about you.
No, the second dream.
Oh.
Only one of them
Reference.
was. Only one of them was.
Because I wasn't around when said person died.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. No, you weren't around when Kaistar died.
Oh, no, sorry.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, no, sorry. Yes, Kaistar dying was before your time. With the party. It
Okay.
literally happened as soon as they got to Avernus.
Okay. I was going to say, I'm sitting here like I have no idea what any of this is about.
That's when they
Okay.
met Corlick.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, Kaistar died, and then we had the best Doom Guy intro for Corlick. Q, I will actually type up the entirety of that vision and post it up for you to be able to read again and reference back to.
Bless.
It's one of those, I have an easier time just flying by the seat of my pants, making up the visions as I go.
Okay.
Well, I've typed it as well, if that will help you.
Yeah. You could just send a copy of it to me, Mom.
Me too.
Well, I'll finesse it and make sure if I missed any details while I was talking, it's in there, and then I'll send it. I'll put it up as a handout, just like the first one is. Okay, and then we fast forward through Comfort. Does anybody have anything they want to do before you guys continue on? Okay. Also, for the record, just to make this clear, anytime you have run into Azora, You have never seen them with a bow. Despite the symbol being the same, you have never seen them with the bow. Otter, to answer your question, yes, you have. But that's also because you've seen true form.
All right.
I'll update you on all of that after session. Remind me. All right. So, as you guys continue on, loading up and heading out, convoy style.
To the Zapper we go.
To the Zapper you go. Hold tight.
Ooh, feedback.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. That was me moving my microphone. I've only got so much room, and I think I might need to actually move the stand for my microphone back so I can just pull and push my microphone back and forth instead of shifting it all the time. But that's a job for tomorrow. Okay.
Do we need to move the vehicles down on the map?
If you'd
On the
like,
map.
I need to get on the right map.
Oh, how come I can't get all
All right. You have successfully crossed the River Styx
Woo!
and are now headed out. All right. I need perception checks from the two lead vehicles, which would be Amaranth and Corlick.
Yeah, give me a minute. Oh, there we go. My computer had froze. Perception, you said, right?
Yes, please. Okay. Corlick, it's strange, what you're seeing. It doesn't seem to make sense. About every... Hold tight. About once a minute, so it seems almost like a really slow strobe show. A blast of radiant light fires out from the direction that you're headed. But it's in different directions at any given time. And as you get closer, you hear the screams that get cut off every time this beam connects with something. However, you're still about 12 hours away from it. If I remember correctly, this is now 72 hours in your machines.
Hey, brick swap.
Which means you guys need to all, those who are driving need to put in another soul coin.
Yeah.
And it is now what equates as evening. Do you continue to push on? Or do you make camp for the night?
I hit my helmet and says, "Hey guys, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but there's some strobe lights going on up there, and as it hits, you're hearing screams. I don't think we want to approach that without some really good light. What do you think?"
Is that what that was? I thought it was somehow storming in Avernus.
Yeah, no, it's a slow strobe light. It goes around, and every once in a while you're seeing it go out. I don't think it's a safe spot. Cost, do you know what it is?
Would this sound like the Zapper from my knowledge from Princeps?
Yes.
Sounds like we're heading in the right direction.
Do you
All
want
right,
to
well,
approach it at dark?
we might need to take a rest first.
No sense going in the middle of the night.
Yeah, let's see if we can find a place to hold up that's a little safer than just out here in the middle.
All
Sounds
right, in
good.
that case, I need a survival check from whoever is trying to find shelter.
I'll help Corlick.
Yep.
And it makes sense because we're both in the
Why did it
thing.
go twice? Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Well, you got help, so that
It
works
was
out.
at advantage anyway, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you are able. It takes you about another 3 hours to find somewhere. So you're about 9 hours away from the base of the Demon Zapper. As you guys circle up your war machines to keep yourselves safe, the area you found is desolate and barren. Definitely not, the most comfortable place to sleep, but it could be worse. Who takes first watch? Or are you
Corlick
setting
will-
up watches?
Absolutely. Corlick will take first watch.
Okay.
I'll join you, Corlick.
Adira, do you have the thing, the
What?
the thing?
Oh,
Am I
yes.
just going like this to like?
Yes. Hold on. I do have something that could be of help.
10 at a time.
Yes, here it is.
Okay, you cast Leoman's Tiny Hut, and you are safe. You don't even have to set down watches because,
I'd still rather watch to make sure the vehicles don't get messed with.
of course.
Yeah, because we can't fit the vehicles inside the hut, correct?
No.
No.
All right.
Some jerk ass goblins like start spray painting one of them.
That better not be vulgar.
Eat him
No, I'm kidding. it's fine.
elsewhere.
No, I
It
don't.
just says fart on the big
Oh, God.
one.
Hold on. Let me see. I don't think I have anything better than that. Me hard staring at my spells like, hello? Please?
Actually, Koss, is there
Yeah.
something you could take out of these machines that could easily be put back in that makes them unusable?
I mean, I could start disconnecting things. It would kind of delay us in the morning.
True, but it would also stop anyone from taking off with them without a lot of work.
That's fair.
I don't think anyone's gonna just take them. I could be wrong, but I don't think
These
that's,
are our ways of getting around quickly. Let's not risk them.
I suppose.
Can I just take a wheel from each vehicle and like roll it into the dome?
Yes.
I'm gonna stack them, and that's where I'm gonna sit and sleep. I'm just gonna chill on
Sit
top of the
on a
tires.
wheel. How
Okay.
very
Yep.
artificer.
On 3 wheels.
Uh,
I apologize, Q. If you wanted to, I can backtrack. I just saw your message. I'm sorry. Or if
I
this
can wait till
this
later.
would work now, if you
Yeah.
want,
No, that'd
Sure.
be fine.
go for it.
I'm
As you guys
gonna.
are settling in for a long rest, like this is your chance.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna approach Koss very quickly. While everyone's sort of getting ready to long rest. Koss, can we speak a moment?
Sure.
Um,
I will climb down from my stack of tires.
she's like looking up, like he come. I mean, you could have stayed there. We could have just spoke inward instead of outward, but
Is this a private talk?
depends on you. This is about what I said I would ask of Brexta.
And this will absolutely go telepathy.
I spoke with my goddess. Your dream spirit. It's because she's there because of what you are. She doesn't mean you any harm, and I guess when she said she was always around, because she kind of was, she's tied to you, Goss.
I'm not sure what you mean. Tied to me?
You are not just human. You are of the Kalishtar.
Never heard that name before now.
Well, I'm afraid I didn't ask in detail what they were, but this spirit is tied to you and, well, protects you. In a way. Has for a very long time, I guess. But, they don't mean any harm to you.
So it might be worth actually seeing what they have to say.
They might know more about what you are than the knowledge I possess, so it will be at least good to ask.
I really appreciate you going out of your way to ask for me.
It's not a problem. It was good to see Brexta. Little stressful, but it was quite good.
Did you learn anything else interesting while you were there?
You weren't here when they were here. Before Korlik, we had a party member named Kaistar. We got here and she was instantly struck down by some arrows. And then we saved a mother and some children, and another little girl, actually. And we all sold half of our soul points to move them to a safer area. I had a vision of that little girl after meeting with Brexta. And the palace that they were taking to live in, and the arrow that Amaranth carries, and the arrows that struck Kaistar down. They were in the palace. I'm not sure what that means entirely, but...
Can you describe these arrows?
You've seen them.
Yeah. I describe them.
Not you.
Oh.
Otter, you've seen one. Because it does. It sticks out of Amaranth's quiver.
I have
And
seen it in the quiver. Okay.
Yeah. It is not small. Like, this is an arrow designed for a large-sized creature.
Okay. If it's the arrow Amaranth carries, the one these children are with has to be Azora. I haven't seen anyone else with a bow like that since I've been here.
I got that name, didn't I? It wasn't just Dante that got it?
No, you all got that
Okay,
name.
we all got that name.
It's not that image of Azora.
It wasn't that image, no, but it was an image of
No.
them.
Each of you kind of encounter Azora in a different form.
Oh.
Because Azora takes the form that they believe will lull you into compliancy the easiest.
Dear about
If
to go
that-
apeshit. Is that what I'm hearing?
If that makes sense. Like, it's they take the form that they believe will put you at ease the most, because then it's just easier to deal with people in general.
Actually, there is one more thing I'm gonna do.
Sure.
One more
I
thing.
can't wait to find out what this is.
As I just swallowed something I should not have swallowed. It's fine. I think D&D Beyond is Roll20 is being weird because I don't see anyone besides me.
Oh, that's right. Me too.
Same. I'm going to try refreshing.
Y'all are still in here for me.
Everybody came back except for Maddie.
There she is.
There goes Otter because he's refreshing. Okay, perfect. Actually, Adira's gonna go back for her sketchbook very quickly.
Sure.
She's going to flip to the picture of the guy that she has been drawing for many a years,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna hold it up to Koss. You know a lot of people here. Do you know him?
No. I'm gonna tell you right now, Otter, you don't know who this is.
I
I've
do
given
not.
you so many things. This is the one thing you don't know.
Holds up like a milk carton with a face on the side. Have you seen this person?
Who is this man?
Pretty much.
No, I sadly can't be any help on that one. But if you seek the archer, Azura seems to be the way you want to go.
They're the
I
one
encountered
that
them
has...
couple months after being here, I guess.
Perhaps I'll have to seek them out. Ask the questions myself.
Maybe.
Thank you, Koss. Shut that sketchbook.
Well, I guess I could really sneak up, but like relatively behind Adira's. Like,
Dome is 20 feet wide.
yeah,
in
no,
any
everyone's
direction. There's no
yeah,
sneaking
We
around.
are all just
yeah.
like,
That's what I'm saying.
If
yeah.
you're sneaking, you're like literally like
outside the dome, like boo.
I mean, the only person who can't leave the dome is Adira, so
Right.
This is my home now.
Do you
at
have
least
a
for the
moment?
next 8 hours.
Do you have a moment, Adira?
Of course I do. Yes, she turns, doesn't say a word, because she still says it in her head, so Koss hears it, and then she's like, oh wait. Huh.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Just looking at me and smiling. It's a little off-putting.
Apologies, Amaranth. I didn't.
Am I hearing I'm fine in my head because she's not talking still, or did she actually say that?
No, she would have switched. She would have switched after
Okay.
realizing, like a fool.
I'm just picturing Adira turning and smiling and still talking up here and just nothing happening.
Nope. After the.
Okay.
Of course, yes. And she's like, wait, fuck. I gotta use my outside voice.
I've got to use my outside voice. If that isn't a whole ass mood.
It's like one of those times where it's like, I think I've sent the text, and you say that so much to yourself that you think you sent the text, but you really didn't.
You talk like you have experience with that.
Shut up.
Q.
Of course, Amaranth. What can I help you with?
How are you? How are you feeling?
A lot of things.
I
Yep.
didn't say what you were feeling. How are you feeling?
How? I am, good. We've lost Comfort, but I'm happy to know that he's home.
Yeah.
Um,
Just checking in, making sure you're okay.
I'm
I know
good.
you're very close to him.
Yes. You know, I knew of Comfort, I guess, but since the beginning, it was. You know, we went on that ship, and he helped me. We talked to that guy, I guess. I can't remember his name because he tried to cut my throat. Forced me to sit in his lap, you know, it's whatever. Huh. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was unsettling.
Me, the DM, I don't remember that.
I
He was
do.
The one who would have told
Episode
this
3D.
story. Like, none you?
I remember
I
that.
don't.
No, I do. It's fine.
What the hell came out of my mouth? And I'm the DM. Hello.
Oh no, I don't think it was you forced me to sit. Adira's like, I'm literally not gonna move. Move the knife away from my throat. I will literally sit in your lap. I just don't want that blade near my throat, please. I think that's what it was. So no, okay, never mind. Scratch that. He was a good friend.
I was like, I don't think I'd have done that to Adira. I've done a lot of things to Adira, but I don't think I did that.
No, I did that. You know what? Good for me. Good for me. I think, you know, I'm as sad as I am to see him leave and see him be away from here. I'm glad that he won't get hurt anymore.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
Oh. But
I feel the same. He's I don't want to say in a better place because that implies that he died or something, but you know,
well,
he is in a better place. Speaking very literally.
He's with his partner.
Yes.
And his child will be there soon, I believe. A few months, maybe?
If the child isn't already out. Don't know how the
Don't say that.
wibbly wobbly.
That's true. He's gone for like 13 hours and all of a sudden the baby's there. No,
Well, we've been down here for weeks before Comfort left, so it's however long the time stretch is.
Very true.
Time's weird, and I hesitate to think what Baldur's Gate will look like when we get back.
As long as the child isn't at least 3 years old before I get to meet them, it'll be fine. Comfort named me as godmother, so you know what? I need to spoil them when they're young.
You do.
But, no, Amaranth, thank you for checking up on me.
You're one of my favorites here. They kind of like... You hear almost an inflection as they speak, where they normally have like a very even tone.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you're one of my favorites here?
Oh, Amaranth. I'm glad. We'll be close friends here, and then we'll be even closer friends outside of this, when we get home.
Nothing like almost dying to bring souls together.
Oh, don't say that. I won't let you die.
Not wrong.
Where's the lie, though?
When I'm good at what I do. Hopefully.
Now, I have to bring this up just because...
Oh.
Mama's come in the room.
Give me 1 sec.
Adira idle stances. It's just a gentle sway.
With the occasional, like, brings her hands out to just kind of, like, pray for a second and then puts them back down.
Oh.
Sorry about that. Now, I have to ask, because I just kind of like saw you staring up at Koss. Are you two... I don't know. Looks like a play I'd seen, except Koss is standing on tires. It's kind of weird.
I came down to talk to Adira.
Okay.
I'm just picturing Koss perched on top of 3 giant tires, like a little gargoyle, as Adira just stares up at him.
It's the east, and Koss is the sun.
Oh my god.
Oh no! Sorry.
Wow, I didn't know I needed that analogy, and I love it.
A dog.
I love it.
Koss is just
You
kind of
kinda,
like standing near behind Adira, still like, okay, they're talking now.
Just... It's nice to have something to hold on to, you know? That's all I'm saying. It's nice to have something to hold on to.
I feel like Koss is trying to listen while also like scaling back up his tire fort.
But also maybe trying not to listen because, I mean...
Mm-hmm. It's a very small space.
Yeah.
But it's up to... I mean, it's not my type, but like... It's nice to have, like, a connection, you know?
Adira is like moving her hand over top of Amaranth's mouth within an instant.
Unhand me, woman.
Amaranth?
Yes?
I put Comfort to sleep. I
Yes.
threatened banishment, which I have found out is actually a good way to get some of us home, which is interesting enough now.
Yes.
Please.
Are you threatening me with sleep?
I can threaten you with a lot of things, Amaranth. Sleep is just the most easily available.
I don't think... I'm not sure if your sleep is as effective on me as it was on Comfort. Comfort wasn't very... Comfort was, like, thin.
Comfort was thin as Adira looks at like the lithe, willowy form of Amaranth. Like,
Where's my sleep spell? What level can I cast this at? I'm just curious.
He wasn't as hardy.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
No, I probably wouldn't get you with that. I was just curious. I'm not actively casting it.
Nope.
No, I rolled some bad numbers in that. That's a shame. I rolled 3 8s, though.
yeah.
I wish. Did that one time. I got comfort with it once. I wish I could get it again. No. Listen, Amaranth. Shh.
Amaranth will like pull down Adira like from like a collar or something, and just kind of whisper, "I don't really trust him, but if it works for you, it works for you." Pull back.
Okay.
'Cause I have to reach up to grab Adira.
Adira and her 6'1" height.
Uh-huh.
Amaranth and their baby height. How tall is Amaranth again?
Like 5'4".
Baby.
It's more like grabbing like on something on like one of your little flowies. Just like tugging.
You could probably grab her by like her shirt and just like pull her down. Well, if Koss is climbing back up, that's fine. Do you want to say why you don't why you don't trust him?
I mean, besides making the weapon that murdered my parents,
Amaranth, Koss would have had no idea about that, right? I'm not trying to openly defend him because of my my feelings, but
so you do have feelings.
listen. Don't change. Do not change the subject. Listen. Wait.
Well
Shh.
done, Amaranth.
Do not make me lose my train of thought. Amaranth. Just because Koss made it, it doesn't mean he did it with the intention of seeing specific people dead. I'm sure whoever it was.
Oh, I saw who it was.
I think things are changing a little bit for all of us. We're all, oddly enough, learning about ourselves. I mean, in hell of all places, but I want to promise that I will help you figure out and deal with the person who
Kill?
did this. I am not going to say I will actively do it.
Good. Easier for me to do it.
But Amaranth, remember that having this anger, having this rage inside of you is not always good. I mean, you can do more harm to yourself than to anyone else. In the long run, really.
Lots of what I do to fight and what I provide the combat I do here is inflicted on myself. they'll point to their bolt case with the one spear-like arrow sticking out.
I have news about that arrow.
Do you?
Actually, I contacted. I spoke with my goddess, Brexta, the other
Yes.
night, and
You spoke to your goddess.
don't sound so surprised.
A little.
No. I feel attacked on all
Continue. I'm
levels.
so sorry.
I know, it's okay.
I mean, how many gods did you have to go through before you talked to your own?
Listen. You know what? Torm was just in the way. No, he was just a friendly surprise.
You can leave now.
Why do you think I said it? No, I'm kidding. That's me, not Adira.
So
Whoops. I'm gonna get literally like smited. It's great.
you have a bath ready, right?
No. Actually, I do. And you're not gonna like him.
No, shit, I know which one you have a backup ready for this game too. Shit. Yeah, no. You guys are stuck with Adira. I'm not handling that. It's not happening.
Mm.
It's like, 'cause
No,
I know
just
that I'm
next
gonna
campaign.
get-
I had a bit of a vision after I spoke with Brexta, and it led me to a palace in which I actually got to see that little girl that we sent with the mother and 2 boys, if you remember.
So they're safe?
As far as I can tell. She's with someone else that I know, but I don't. It doesn't make
You know,
sense
but
to
you
me
don't.
either. We can worry about that later. But in the palace there was a throne room with a quiver of arrows that held that arrow. Those arrows. The one that stroke down, Kaistar? Struck. I'm not good at English. That struck down Kaistar. The only place that we know those people are with is with Azora. I spoke with Kos briefly, and even he recognized that arrow as Azora's.
I remember him mentioning, or I remember whoever it was mentioning that they also struck down Kaistar's sister.
Perhaps we'll have to go pay them a visit. I knew I didn't want to send that girl with them.
It's a lot. There's a lot going on here.
Yes, but perhaps
Devils will go and kill the devils will go and kill somebody and then keep others safe, make bargains with us.
twisted visions.
I'm sorry?
Twisted visions.
Twisted visions.
Twisted plans, I guess.
Yeah.
For now, let's not think about it too much. I guess we have something to do here, and then we'll continue on to what we need to find.
I carry a little bit of my anger. I don't channel it like he does.
Pointing to Korzik.
Hey, that's healthy.
But
At
I
least
channel
he gets
in,
it out.
I do let it out. Do you know every couple of days I just grab at the arrow. It burns ever so slightly.
You're purposely injuring yourself outside of battle. I know you do it inside of battle. Which also I wish you
Just-
didn't do, because, I'd like... Huh. I'm not... No, it's fine. Continue.
It's just a memento. Just I need to feel that same feeling, not to get melodramatic here, but of yanking the arrow out of Kaistar. It kind of pushes me forward when I don't feel like I can.
Adira's gonna gently put her hands on Amaranth's face, just like around her cheeks. Amaranth, any time you feel like you can't move forward, like you just can't, come see me.
That's what I'm doing.
Well, every time after this as well.
I'll make a note of that.
I am always here, Amaranth. I'm not going to leave anybody behind. And
I
I'm
plan on
going
not leaving anybody behind either.
Well, then we have each other's back.
It's a lot more back for me to have than for you to have.
Am I too tall?
No,
Should I?
nobody said too tall.
It's okay. Well,
I think I got what I needed off my chest.
I'm
I would still stay wary, but that's just a general rule, I guess, around here.
I can't make any promises, I guess. Now, since mum's the word?
I think he knows.
Ha.
Again, Adira finds the largest bottle of booze that she can, and despite the fact that it tastes disgusting, here in the first layer of hell, she just downs the entire thing.
Got a little void portal.
Honestly, we love that for her.
If only she had my flask of nearly unending alcohol.
I will probably retire for now. Don't forget to take care of yourself as well.
Well, I am going to go and rest. Now that we've talked. That was my plan for the evening anyway. So.
Two birds with one stone.
Exactly.
Although, I'm gonna ask, just because this happened last time. Hey, Corlick, do you want to talk to Adira before we move on?
Everybody
Nope.
talks to Adira.
Basically, Corlick's going to look up and say, we got a long day ahead of us. Do you think you guys may want to, settle down?
Corlick, the perfect alarm clock.
Everyone wake. It's just Corlick. Oh, it's me. Oh, I'm not gonna. It's me.
Nope. Going to bed now, Corlick. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Corlick if they're still up.
Here we go. Yep,
Yep.
here we go.
Or out
Good night,
loud.
Adira.
Good night, Amaranth.
Yes, I'm still awake. They were yakking away for a while. What's up, Cuff?
Oh. How are you holding up? You came back pretty flustered before we left.
Yeah.
You doing okay?
Yeah, I'll be all right. It's just really tempted to take him up on his offer, but I'm not going to leave you guys here yet. We'll see when we're done this. How's
Okay.
everything going with you?
Confusing, but getting along.
Welcome to
Trying to,
hell.
yeah, yeah. You'd think you'd get used to it after a while, but it just keeps kind of throwing you a curveball.
Yeah. Well, if you need me, I've got your back.
Yep. And no, we have your back when we get out of here.
Yep. Amaret seems pretty pissed off.
Yeah, I think they're real mad at me. Rightfully so, but I think that's something that might just take some time.
I think it's more of a shock. They've got to realize that the person who created my axe, does that mean that they're responsible for all those people I've killed? It's one way to look at it. What about the people he's killed? They've killed.
Hmm. Thank God, I made that so many years ago. I didn't know what would come of it. I just knew it was a challenge funded by a lot of money to get it done.
Yep. Well, as I told them, it's not the assassin you want. You want the person who hired him.
Hmm. But that too will take time. I don't think they want to hear anything of it right now.
No, it's too soon for them.
Too fresh.
Yep. Especially considering they just saw him.
Hmm. But give it time. I don't know
Correct.
how soon they'll warm back up to me if they ever did, but one day at a time. For now, we
For
have
sure.
each other's backs.
Yep. All right. I guess we got a long day tomorrow.
Yeah.
What do you know
And
about this zapper? What do we got to look out for?
Don't get hit by the
DM, what does Koss know about the zapper other than don't get
hit
hit?
by the beam. That's it. You've had
Okay,
reason to go that close to the beam before.
sure.
So,
So
What
we're
I
all
know is don't go near the beam. It's bad news.
well. It sounded like it. They were screams were shut off whenever it landed wherever the voices were coming from.
Mm,
We have to time it to get through it.
well,
Well, we can have this discussion in the morning with everybody once you're putting those tires back on those vehicles on how we're going to approach.
sounds
We need a
good.
game. We need a game plan before we get there.
Absolutely. Well, I just wanted to check in,
Oh,
get
thanks.
some good sleep.
You too.
And I'm just going to kind of lay down on top of my fort of tires and just kind of stare at the sky for a bit before I pass out.
Corlic's just gonna cross his arms across his chest and put his head down and head off to sleep.
all right. The night passes. Your sleep is not as peaceful as you would like, but that's partly because it just doesn't get quite as dark as your body craves. That night that you had in the Emporium really did well for resetting the idea of what nighttime is. I apologize, I just lost my train of thought. I got a message from the wedding chat I'm in. All right. You load up and set out. It takes you another 9 hours to get where you need to go. And Radiant light cascades from a rusted metal monument shaped like the upraised mandibles of a giant beetle. Encased in this, in the mandibles, is what looks to be almost a glass sphere. And there is something inside of this sphere. You watch as demons are basically crawling on the ground towards this upright structure. You watch as a beam of what looks like radiant energy coalesces and shoots out away from you guys. This time. And and then as you guys are drawing in closer, another minute, in another direction, another demon, their life ended by this radiant beam. And you notice that it is only going after those who are fiends, of which none of you are.
Thank God Comfort did go home.
Comfort still wouldn't have gotten
Was it a
tagged
tiefling?
by it. Yes.
Fiend-blooded, not fiend.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
blooded.
thank you.
Not,
Sorry.
they're not. They are classified as humanoid, not fiends. As you guys pull up and turn your war machines off, what you see in the sphere as you're looking up and kind of shielding your light and looking through your fingers to try and see this through this bright light is a unicorn.
I didn't know those were real.
What the fuck?
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Is it trapped?
It seems to be.
Ah.
Adira,
Would-
immediate. No!
Would Koss have any idea what that is from all of his books he's been through?
Give me a history check, sir.
I should do more history. Sorry. Apologies.
Nope.
Can I?
That's
Hell
a hard
no.
no.
Go ahead.
Give me my 1 advantage on history checks per day. 16.
With a 16, you do remember stories of these creatures, but you, of course, have never met one because they are rare as fuck.
Me calling Brexta. Hey, goddess mom. What's this?
Oh my God.
I got her on speed dial now, fam. No, I'm kidding. I don't.
You need 2 more gods before you gain proficiency in religion.
I do.
Wait, was it 4 gods plus Brexta or 4 gods including Brexta?
Did I write this
4
down?
plus.
I wrote this
I
down
think
somewhere.
4+.
I feel like you should have written this down because we've talked about it. I think like 3
I
times now.
did write it down on a piece of paper.
It is written.
It did get written down. Fair enough. All right, hang on. Looking back.
I'd have to go back through my notes. I thought it
This
was.
This is why the DM also takes notes.
That's a family tree of a different D&D character. Huh.
I almost want to ask.
Nope. I don't have it on a paper, sorry. At least...
Pretty sure it was 4+.
Shit, maybe it's in that.
I also think it's 4+.
Honestly, if
You have an
it's
idea
not
when it happened?
a long time ago.
It wasn't that long ago.
It was long enough. Everybody gets to see my cool new shirt for a quick second. Oh, God. I do have a book here, and it looks very Adira-esque, so maybe I wrote it down in that. It even says made of stardust. Should be Adira's book. This is not Adira's book.
Alright, I definitely wrote it down somewhere. I am also not finding it. But I know that I wrote it down.
I found Alone in the Void notes just now.
Wow, those are old.
Yes, yes, they are. No, I don't have it on me, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure it is 4 plus,
4+, though.
yeah, so I need 2 more. Quote unquote there.
I know as soon as we're done session, I'm gonna find it. I'm just gonna open it to a random page and it's gonna be there.
Yep. And you know what? I'm actually just gonna go ahead and write it down right now.
Yep.
Like a good
In
person.
the Adira book?
Yeah,
Or
in
in a
the now
scrap piece of paper that is gonna get lost later.
Nope. I am not going. I'm gonna put it on the Adira book. It's a makeup brush. I'll use the duck pen.
If Adira makes friends with 3 more gods, can she have prophecy in religion? Channel divinity, blah, 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 only right now. Okay. So it was 3 more gods, and she's knowing 2, so 5 total.
Ew.
I knew I had it written somewhere.
4 plus 1.
2
Okay.
more. Okay, so it was 4 plus your god. I thought I'd written it down. I may not have, which is weird, because that seems like something I'd have written down. Anyway, moving on. So, what are you guys doing? There's a unicorn trapped in a sphere.
Is it close to us? Ish?
Is the unicorn what's shooting the light?
Is.
We just need to, like, get that to walk next to us with the war machines. Just, oh no, people! Wah! Who needs a javelin when you have a unicorn?
Are you suggesting we attach this thing to your machine?
Comfortably.
So there's a ball around the unicorn, right?
It looks like glass. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's definitely not glass.
Unicorn would be an animal.
Yes.
Can I do speak with animals or beast sense?
Yes.
I want to touch the orb.
You'd have to climb 50 feet into the air on your mandibles to touch the orb.
I don't have to. Broom flying.
How do you have speak with animals?
Totem? I think.
Totem.
It's a totem.
Bear.
Totem barbarian.
It's part of my totem for the bear.
A unicorn, however, is not a beast.
Fuck. Tried.
Can it understand language?
Adira, you know that unicorns typically will speak Celestial. There are other languages, but you found out they speak Celestial and you stopped listening.
I can talk with them? Nice. And then I stopped paying attention. Haha. me staring at my spells again. Sorry about the background for a quick second there.
If I remember
Oh, wait.
correctly, Haas is the only one who doesn't speak Celestial.
I don't.
Amaranth doesn't speak Celestial.
doesn't-
It's
Okay.
just Adira.
Adira.
I can
don't either.
absolutely understand Celestial as long as it's brain to brain.
Right. Adira is the only one who can speak it. Okay. Sorry.
Yes, I'm the only one that speaks it. Hi. I speak a lot of things down here that I surprisingly should probably... I feel like I should learn that spell. Hold on. What is this?
Can we shrink it?
I don't have that type of magic.
Okay.
Me,
Man.
myself, I mean.
Man, it sure sucks that you guys don't have any arcane casters.
Oh, wait about our two friends. Amaranth, you still got that scroll ascending?
I do, but
Would
I've
they be able to
literally
help us?
I've literally seen this one become like a giant. Costs.
Right. Enlarge and reduce. An artificer's favorite spell.
My
Just
favorite
fine.
spell.
Yeah, but that's because you like being big.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with a
Hey.
big lady.
I'm just coming up with ideas.
No,
I mean,
you're right. But
To be
maybe we
fair,
should
Amaranth, when you have a barbarian next to you, like big fellow like Corlick here, it's a great spell to know.
I wholeheartedly agree.
What? My
How big is this sphere?
10-foot diameter.
That's just
So not very big.
Okay.
slightly. It's about the size of the dome.
It's half the size of the dome.
Yes. That.
Do we try to get close?
My wings are a
Uh,
30-foot distance.
Yes.
Okay. And then, hold on. I have an idea. My other wings.
Cost, roll me an Arcana check, please.
That I can do.
You're pretty sure if you destroy the structure that's holding the sphere aloft, you would free the unicorn.
Kals is also doing the math of how we would attach a 10-foot orb to the front of the tormentor.
I feel like Adira's sitting there, like, looking at him like, he's got an idea. It's probably not going to be a good idea for that
Listen,
orb.
it's a great idea.
But what if the
Just not for
unicorn
the unicorn.
doesn't want to be on
It would be in the ball, it'd still be safe.
I would like to try to use my Steps of the Brave, which is my cleric feature, and then use my wings from my race to get up the rest of the way.
Do you want me to just get you up there?
I can also just get you up there, Adira.
I want to touch the ball. Yeah, I do want to talk to the unicorn. Please and thank you.
I'll get on the broom and offer Adira a spot on it.
I really hope I'm not too heavy for this.
You're not.
Then if Amaranth can get me up, I will go. Would there be a place that I could kind of like set myself to stand beside the orb? Looks like
not on
we're
the broom.
all right.
Goss, I think we better be ready for shit to go.
How much
I mean,
radiant?
I have a few ideas, but I'm just kind of curious what's happening.
How much radiant is this putting out? Like, is this gonna harm Amaranth?
How much health do you have?
Who are you asking?
You.
80 hit points.
How much health does Adira have?
I'm radiant resistant.
That's not what I asked you.
Okay, fine. 76.
Okay. Cost?
Yeah?
How much health?
57.
Yikes.
Yeah. Artificer, man.
86.
Adira,
Yes.
you are pretty sure that if any of you come in contact with this particular radiant beam of light, you are going to be instantly turned to ash.
Hmm.
Resistances notwithstanding.
Okay.
So,
So we
you
don't
gonna let
touch.
us know that, Adira?
Yeah, she'll yell down. Don't go into the light.
That's great
That's a
advice.
first.
I appreciate it.
It's a first from you.
Do you think it's safe for you up there then?
I mean, I'm okay right now. Probably not, but she's gonna like stare really hard at this unicorn until it feels like it's being looked at and starts to look at me. Hopefully. And then she'll speak Celestial to it.
What do you say to this unicorn?
Turning very Steve Irwin.
Hello. I'm gonna
Rocky.
poke you. No. Just for you, Deca. Hi. I don't know exactly what to say. But do you not want to be here? Perhaps?
Well, are you okay there, Quentin?
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want to be here, but it's more that I can't leave.
Do you want to leave, though?
I'm not sure that I understand the concept of wanting something.
No, do you want to be in that orb? Or, did you put yourself there?
I did not. However, I am doing good being here.
So, that's a stay in the orb.
I think perhaps I've done enough.
Okay, we'll, see what we can do?
Thank you.
What did it say? Does it have a name?
Oh, I didn't even think to ask. How impolite of me. Do you have a name?
Shit.
I'm Adira. Hello. That was quite rude of me. I'm sorry. I should have asked first.
I'm like speaking in common as she's speaking in like Celestial. You gotta lead with that.
I didn't even think. It started sing talking at me. I was stunned.
It started what?
You know what? It's Celestial. You wouldn't understand. No, I'm kidding. I'm
I guess
kidding.
not.
It was like one of those telegrams you get once in a while.
Yeah.
Singing telegram.
Yeah.
As you call up and ask it what its name is, it replies, "My name is Mooncolor."
Moon color.
One word.
It's a
Adira,
name.
I'm in love.
You know, you'd be fucking cool to ride off into battle. No, I'm kidding. Her name is, their name is Mooncolor.
Moon color. That's a
Unique name, right?
yeah. Just I'm just ready to steer us slightly to the left or right in case this thing goes off again.
We can go back down. Yeah, we can go back down to the others.
Okay. Gently drift myself down there with Adira. Something has changed.
Within me. Something is not the same.
So, what we learn?
Their name is Mooncolor. Very polite. Nice voice. They feel like they've done enough.
That's just vague enough to justify.
Context?
They've been in the orb for quite some time, as far as I can tell, and, I guess they are okay, and we're okay in the orb, but they're more than willing to go out of the orb. From what I understood from
Is this-
Mooncolor.
Do they know
Is this what we're supposed to be
how they
doing
got
here?
into the orb?
Nope. We're here looking for a shipment of metal.
Ignatz.
But Mooncolor wants
Because
to get out.
otherwise, you're in indentured servitude for a long time.
That's true. You are right.
Maybe we focus on the task at hand first, and then if
But,
Mooncolor wants to go with us, then we can.
but also, how awesome would it be to have a radiant cannon on the Tormentor?
But
That sounds like more indentured servitude.
Koss, it doesn't want
Not
to
if we get them somewhere safe. If they
Only
help
if
us
they
get where
want
we're
to.
going, we can send them somewhere safe.
As a patriarch in Baldur's Gate, safe indentured servitude is still indentured servitude.
If we can get them to the Emporium, we can get them somewhere they want to be.
I suppose that's true.
Perhaps-
Exchange
wherever.
of services.
Maybe
Sure.
after we find the shipment, I can talk to Mooncolor
Yes.
and see what they like.
Yes.
I love the idea of that. Free the unicorn.
Mooncolor would not steer me wrong.
I'm telling you this because if you go after that shipment right now, you're 2 levels too low. There is shit you
So
gotta
what
get
you're
done.
saying is
Free
we
Mooncolor!
need a
Well,
cannon
shall
on
we,
the Tormentor.
No. What I'm saying is that there's a series of events, and I need to start trying to fear the unicorn.
All right, so shall I
I
take a
literally
whack at this mandible?
Sure. I will also try to take a whack with at the mandible. Actually, no. Amrat's gonna get on the broom again, and go up, and just kind of look for a spot that's weak in the architecture and try to shoot at that with the hand crossbow.
We do have a javelin, a ballista on the Tormentor.
You can use that then.
Okay.
We don't want to hurt Mooncolor.
No.
Do we have a way to break the fall of a 10-foot sphere falling from this mandible
Is unicorn
the
fly?
before we start breaking stuff?
The sphere itself, perhaps.
Okay, it's still a creature inside of a ball dropping 50 feet. The physics still hit the creature inside the ball.
Sorry, allow me to assist you with this slight conundrum. Yes, it is suspended between the mandibles, but think of it like Saruman's eye, where it just seems to... You all right there, Quentin?
The Eye of Sauron. I love the Lord of the Rings. Leave me alone.
You just did that yes!
Yeah, because Eye of Sauron. Continue. I'm also looking at my spells,
Is
don't mind me.
Sauron or is it Saruman?
Saruman is the White Wizard.
So does Sauron. Okay. Look, I just
Yeah.
know that the
So
descriptor.
it's
if I say it,
suspended.
people are gonna, yeah, it's suspended. So you're
Okay.
thinking that whatever's holding it suspended there because there is something within a certain distance underneath the sphere. And based on your superior intellect, and I say superior intellect because I think you have the highest intelligence score out of the party,
Yes.
you are able to summarize that if you take down the mandibles, it'll just slowly float to the ground.
Is the orb magical in
Doing
nature?
Oh yeah.
So I will relay this to the party.
I'm still not strong enough to get the mandible.
What about dispel magic?
You got a great aim.
I have a great aim, but I don't think that's gonna help here. If you turn into like a kaiju and then between you and Korlik, perhaps. But I got nothing here.
I'm not familiar with the term kaiju.
Don't worry about it. It's Baldur's
So-
Gate slang.
So you're telling me
Okay.
if we
I
knock
got
the
that.
mandibles down, it'll be good, right?
So even if Korlik and I were to go for it, they're still all the way up there.
Surely there's
Do-
something to grab from underneath.
Are we done talking? Because I'm ready to go over and smack it.
Smack
do it.
away. $17.
All right. As you hit it, which I mean you successfully do, it's an inanimate object that's not moving. I need perception checks from everybody but Korlik.
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
Good.
Ugh.
Nope.
Wow. My big
Have I
perception check.
stay, sort of.
Adira and Amaranth, you watch as the dirt behind Korlik starts to shift. And it swirls almost like a tornado before it coalesces into
Oh no, not a dirt devil.
Uh-oh, nasty boy alert.
Adira and Amaranth, you both watch as this creature touches their index and middle finger to their tongue and then makes a gesture towards the rest of you and then starts to speak.
Oh.
And despite the fact that they are speaking in a language none of you know, you can understand them perfectly
Spellcasters.
because they casted tongues.
I had to do this. I was like, what are you doing? Oh. Yeah. Just like,
I'm assuming I don't hear them.
You hear them, you just didn't see them coalescing behind you.
Okay.
I must ask, what is it that you're doing to the zapper?
it is a zapper. Wasn't sure.
Corlick kind of turns around and says, where the hell did you come from?
I was here
Uh,
all along.
The ground. They came from the ground.
You want to know what we're doing?
No, I wish to know why you are attacking the zapper. I know what you're doing. I wish to know why.
Because you're holding something that against its will and wants to leave.
No, it is not against its will. It is here because it made a deal.
I see. We weren't told that.
You didn't ask.
Corlett kind of looks over the shoulder at Adira. Hmm.
What was the deal it struck?
I can't tell you that. It is not my place.
It doesn't seem to gain anything. It just seems to be suspended in there. It doesn't seem to have gained anything. It seems to have been tricked into indentured servitude, like many of you attempted to do with some of us on this plane of existence.
What is it that you're doing here? So far from your own plane.
Research.
As a fly gets on my forehead. Attempting to raise Eltrul back to where it came from.
Ditto.
The creature turns around and looks at Corlick. And you?
Trying to get out of here, but I'm with them and going to help them just figure out what they want to do. Help them what they want to do. Raise it back up.
So this is good to know that is your overarching mission. What are you doing here at the Demon Zapper?
Research.
Looking.
It's also not wrong.
We are looking for a missing shipment of metal.
Yep.
A missing shipment of... You don't mean to tell me you're going to the Infernal Forge, are you?
If
Are we?
that's where the stolen goods are, that's probably our direction.
Why does every name sound more foreboding than the last?
Hell.
Because you're in hell.
Fair enough.
I can only imagine both the creature and Koss answered that at the same time.
Because hell.
If that's where the missing shipment is, then I guess we would be heading there.
Well, you're a little bit off course.
Okay.
We were only pointed in the direction of the Zapper as last point of contact.
Well, if you're looking to head to the forge, then, like I said, you're going in the wrong direction. But
Cross the river wrong direction, or
you need to go in another direction from here. And I'll tell you that direction
For a price.
if you do something for me. And you watch, she has this maul in her hands, and she sets it on these clips on her back, and it just sits there comfortably, but very clear that she could grab it and attack again if she has to. And you watch as she kind of floats back and forth as if she's pacing. For you see, I have a bit of a problem, I guess we shall say. I have regret. I wanted revenge on somebody who had done me wrong. So, I sided with somebody who would give me that revenge. However, the deal has yet to be fulfilled, and I'm getting impatient. Sorry, I just had to read what information she's gonna give you guys here. If you were to help me break my pact, I would give you directions to the forge in which you need to go, including, for free, a little bit of extra information that may help in the long run to get you in and out of the forge.
We've come this far.
How would we even break a pact? Aren't
Well,
those, like,
And do you have any stipulations in that pact that blow back on us if we break it?
Who's it with?
the pact is with Zariel. The party's immediate reaction. Son of a bitch!
You
And
could
I'm
make a pact
assuming
with-
you forgot to read the small print.
No. The revenge just wasn't what I wanted.
But my
So they
brain is like,
followed
but
the
it's
letter.
what you wanted.
They followed the letter, but not the spirit.
Yes. And it's left me here ever since. Now, there's an oracle whose name is Red Ruth. She would be able to help you. Help me. Because my part of the contract says that I can't leave here.
Are you just standing guard here?
Yes,
Or floating, as it were?
yes.
Okay.
Do they seem to be speaking honestly about this?
I was gonna say I would also like to.
That's my question.
Go ahead and give me insights. Night Owl Gaming, the question was, how far are they into this? They are just starting the Path of Devils. So if I had to give a percentage, they're about halfway through.
We're halfway there. 22.
She is telling you guys the truth. This is not a lie.
That was almost amazing. Those are all so
Amaranth, you
close.
ruined it. No kidding. I love how I have the biggest insight and I rolled the fucking lowest. Tonight it's not my night with insight.
That's okay. It happens to the best of us.
Hmm.
Oracles. Oh, where is this? Where is this oracle?
Well, you just have to head in that direction. And she points you to the south of where you are. And that leads you guys
To the floating brains?
to a new map.
Oh.
Our first
What?
map in a while. You will find yourselves in the lower left-hand corner area.
Everything's black.
Is everything black?
Yes.
No, I can see the lower. I
Well,
can
the
see
little
the left
gray
side.
spot.
So we're gonna be like over here. I am not showing up on the map though.
Do you want us to drag our pogs?
No, you should be there. Hang on.
Uh,
No, it's I activated the advanced fog of war, but it's not working the way I want it to, so I'm just gonna take it off.
Oh, hello.
oh, that's just white now?
Sorry.
That's okay.
So is
This is a maze. It was one of those, like, I wanted to reveal it as you guys went down paths so as to not
Ruin the
Ruin.
maze.
maze, but Roll20 is not being cooperative.
F. It's okay. I can still be an idiot for you.
Thanks. All right. As you guys, sorry. She introduces herself as Ralzala.
Sala.
Yes. Hold on. I will spell that for you.
Sala. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I just want to double check. Are you giving us a map, or are we just getting the white screen for now?
Wait, what white screen? It should all be.
We're on a map.
I see a map.
Refresh queue.
The stream does not.
We're refreshing. We'll see how bad this hates me.
I hope not.
Sometimes sometimes I have just a white screen. Do not see the map.
That's not good.
I see the map.
Hey,
Like on a
guy.
completely different map or something.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stream. You literally don't see the map.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, power of
It looks like you have like a reconnecting thing on your name on my end for Roll20.
Yeah, I've gotten like. Oops, I did not mean to enlarge that. Get away from there. I don't have that on mine.
The true fog of war.
Yeah, it's real good. It's like put me on another plane of existence.
Yep.
Hey, yo, Brexta, can I? Please, ma'am? Just a little bit of assistance. I'm gonna make this small just so it's not blinding on stream, but
I am honest to you know what? Hang on. Let me try something and see if this works. I'm gonna switch maps again.
okay, it moved me. I see Dante, Amaranth, and Corlick.
Ooh, I remember this map.
I actually
Been a
don't see the
while.
map.
So
No, it's
you're only
still
seeing
it's still
half the
white on the
people.
stream.
Is Adira on a different layer than we are?
No. Shift you back again.
Nothing.
Oh, wait, hang on. Hold on. Hold tight.
Yeah, we should be on the leftmost side, and there's nothing.
Whoa.
But you guys are on the token layer. How can you guys not see that?
I can see it.
I
It's
can
just
see it.
the one person who is streaming just can't.
Can't even see his own pog.
Of all of us for that to happen to.
Yeah. Of all of the people it happens to, it's me. Surprise
This
everybody.
Technical issue that I can troubleshoot. Like,
What if we delete the pog and re-put Adira on, and then put them on the right layer?
I mean, but that doesn't help with the fact that he still can't see the map.
I put a pog down.
You're moving the pog.
Yeah. Log out and log back in. Here. Everybody just gets to see this lovely thing for a quick second. Don't mind me. Wow. That's, this is the weirdest thing I've ever experienced.
It's just graph paper.
Yep.
I mean, I could stream my screen to Discord and then the
most roundabout stream.
Yeah.
The suggestions that they're saying here in the forums is make sure that you're using the right browser, but you're on Chrome, so that's fine.
But it just happened in the middle.
I know. I'm pretty sure it was probably the dynamic lighting and the advanced fog of war and shit. which is, you know, a little bit annoying.
I can see the whole map. There's no
Yes,
cover over
I
it.
know.
Oh, it's
Give it a
black
second.
now.
Yep, I know, because I just enabled dynamic lighting, and I'm going to turn it off again.
Nope.
You know what? I'm just gonna share my screen.
I can see about editing it to see if I can bring it back up, but
But that's
actually,
weird, because you could see the map. It's just when I switched map layers that you had a problem.
yeah. Yeah, Otter, if you want to bring it up. Otter, I love the music you're listening to. I'm very sorry you'll have to... Oh wait, I can just mute you. Hold on. Apologies.
Yep, it's gone. You're good.
It's just, this is... I think that's okay size-wise. It's just, this is unfortunately what people are going to see. It's
Yep.
just,
That'll do.
that'll do. I just will not be able to move my pog.
We'll make it work.
But I can still click my character sheet. If you want to actually give...
So that's all that matters.
I guess just, if anything, pog-wise, just give a Otter control of that.
You know what? I can do that.
If that's okay with you, Otter.
I'm okay with that.
I can even see where I put my pog down at the bottom corner. That's an old pog.
Yes, that's because that's the last time we actually used pogs was, the last time we used pogs was...
2 Adiras, now what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
That-
this and I'm gonna make this small and I'm just gonna move it over,
Hey,
so sorry everybody. can
okay,
see
I
it.
have control.
Perfect. I'm just gonna watch this to see if it changes at all. Nope, stop that.
Alright. As you approach, a maze of warped trees and bone-like vines stretch before you. Calcified corpses merge with the trees, covered in fungal pods that feed on the blood oozing through the undergrowth. Here and there, narrow paths wind deeper into the wood.
Okay. That's gross. That's pretty gross. Blood-sucking trees.
Medicine check from anybody who's proficient.
Ooh, let me see.
Let me take a look. Oh, would you look at that?
I am not.
Alright, Adira. As you approach one of these trees, you kind of reach your hand out to it, and it doesn't feel alive anymore. And as you look closer at some of these calcified bodies, you realize that the bodies themselves seem to look like the trees that they're attached to. So one of the bodies looks like the skin has the same texture as the birch tree, for example, that it's attached to. So there are pieces that are just kind of curled and peeling off their cheek, their arms. Their hair is no longer green. Instead is the same white as the skin. And there are little dashes of brown, as if you would see like in a birch tree, right?
Okay.
However, this is what really kind of catches your attention and makes you realize that these are dryads. Is that the corpses are half out of the trees, as if they were trying to flee the tree as it was being poisoned.
Oh. I hate it here.
Me, the DM, my favorite thing to do is make a dear or hate her life.
I am but a gentle soul. Please.
You are in the first layer of hell, dear. You signed up for this.
Listen. I see the good in everything. Even in hell.
Yeah?
I'm trying! Are we... We're going in?
Well, are you gonna investigate the area first, or are you just gonna try and go in half-cocked?
Yes. I'm sorry, because
No,
we were dealing with the map. We're looking for something here?
For the record, that was an either-or question. Are you gonna investigate, or just go in on the first path that you find?
What is everybody feeling?
I don't think we want to just go in. I think we want to take a look at what we're dealing with. That it still looks gross. But we'll kind of do what's the word? A roundabout. Does that sound agreeable to everybody?
It does.
Did we see any other paths as we approached?
Not as you approached. However, as you walk around, you find 5 separate entrances.
Okay.
Okay. I'd like to try something. Actually,
Sure.
if that's okay. I have a spell, called Spirit Shroud, but it lets me call forth spirits of the dead. The thing is like, more normally it would attack. I'm gonna pull it up if it wants to pull it up. Hold on. I need to cast it, is basically what I need to do. Where is it? What level was that? 3? Yes.
Mhm.
I also have danger sense that I should be able to.
Okay,
If I notice
that just
anything.
casts that. Basically, okay, I call forth spirits of the dead which flit around... No? Yes. Which flit around me for the spell's duration. The spirits are intangible and invulnerable, and they are good or evil. My choice. Basically, instead of using them to fight, I want to see if it would be plausible to maybe call the spirits of the dryads forward. It's a different use of the spell, and maybe I could use them to have us get a bit of information about this area.
You don't have Speak with Dead, do you?
Please hold. I might.
Is it not a ritual?
Because I'm going to tell you right now, Speak with Dead is going to make this a hell of a lot easier
Okay, hold on.
than trying to mess around with Spirit Shroud.
Okay. I figured I would just ask. I don't even know if...
If you don't have Speak with Dead, we will definitely do the Spirit Shroud. Just, shit's going to be difficult.
I need to, like, look over all my spells really quickly. Hold on. Holy macaroni.
Level 8 clerics.
Lots of spells.
Mhm.
Too many spells.
No. They're all very specific.
Yeah, they're all very specific. I forgot I had that. I do. It's... I just didn't even think of it. I don't have my spells match up with my D&D sheet. I've been using Roll20 or D&D Beyond instead of Roll20 for my spells. So, I do have that.
That's fine. Okay, so to use Speak with the Dead. Perfect. All right. As you select one wait, let me double check the ramifications of the spell. Okay, so there's no time limit
Mm.
on how dead a creature can be.
Yikes.
And I feel like that was a very important distinction.
Ancient dead. Let's go.
Oh, man.
All right. So you cast Speak with the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
You have 10 minutes. What are you asking them? Because this ethereal spirit hovers above the corpse.
All right. I'm sorry to disturb your rest, if rest is what you were doing, but we're looking for a way to the center, and I'm wondering if perhaps you could help us?
Help you?
Yes. Please. If you could.
How?
Do you know the way?
I know many ways.
Do you know the way to the center?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Um. Is there something you would like, or perhaps need?
No. The dead don't need things.
Well, everybody needs something, be it dead or not.
No, I mean I'm literally a spirit. Literally don't need anything, and as soon as whatever it is that you're doing is done, I will go back to my resting place. So whatever you give me isn't going to last.
That's true. I apologize. Would you be able to help us? Would you be willing to help us?
Able? Yes. Willing? Maybe.
Why, maybe.
Because I'm still a dryad.
Oh,
I
shit.
still like to... Huh?
Nothing, that's just me causing a fucking ruckus. Go ahead, continue.
And which means I'm a fey creature. I like to have fun.
Of course. How would you like to have fun?
Well, I still have some sisters that are alive.
Of course.
They'll want reminders of what it was like when they were whole.
Okay.
And help them remember what it was like when they were alive. And you'll be able to find your way. And that is all I will tell you.
Okay.
At least on that.
All right. How would you like me to help? Where can I find your sisters?
You'll just have to wander amongst the trees. They'll find you.
Okay. I'm gonna look back at Koss for a second and just watch him for a moment. She doesn't know how to get him to talk in her head, but hopefully it's kind of like she looks at him without saying anything. And
Insight check costs.
I'm just staring hard enough to hope
Insight.
maybe he gets
You
it.
can put 2 and 2 together.
Come on, bad roll. Come on, bad roll. Let's go.
Just looks at her like, what? Fuck.
Give me a performance check, Quentin.
Fuck. Performance.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, I'm not here to be a bard.
This
She'll
is a
tap.
shit show.
She'll tap like at her like temple, if anything, hoping. Come on, Kaz, get it, please.
Do you need something?
Never mind.
I will say that the 10 is enough, given the fact that Quentin only rolled an 8.
You'll hear a voice in your head. Are you okay?
The spirit of the Dryad wants us to find her sisters, but I don't know if this is a trick to get us lost and perhaps grabbed, or if we can actually do something here and get an easier path to the center.
I imagine if they're dead, there's not a lot we can do for them.
Apparently they say their sisters are alive.
So, somewhere in this forest, there's more dryads that are not petrified?
I guess.
And how are we supposed to find these sisters?
Apparently they'd find us. But I don't know if we want to venture in, and I wasn't going to ask the party out loud in case they decided against helping us, depending.
We have to go in either way.
Shall we just hope to find the right path? Or do we play this Dryad's game?
We could always do both.
True. Okay. And Adira will turn back to...
I feel like this is a really long conversation to be staring at each other in front of the whole party. We should probably share what's going on.
Yes. No, we're just going to keep being weird. Yes. Okay. Adira's gonna turn back to the Dryad.
Be on brand for the pair of yous.
Yeah.
So
Like, we're standing here as a party, just like intently staring at each other.
That's fine. Amaranth will at least get what's going on, I guess. I feel like Amaranth out of everyone's like, I get it.
Time and place, guys. Time and place.
Like
Corlix's just keeping an eye out, being aware.
Amaranth's just like, speed it up.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna turn to the Dryad and say, okay, I will find your sisters and do what I can.
there isn't a sound, but you watch as she very happily claps her hands together.
Oh, good.
And then your 10 minutes is up, and she slowly lays back down on top of her own body and disappears.
Okay. I guess
And
we pick a
because-
path.
Yeah, you have 5 paths to pick from. And I'm going to very kindly ask you not to take a look in the center and work your way backwards, because that's cheating.
Well, we're in front of one path. Do we want to start here?
May as well. As long as we can figure it, make sure we can mark somehow that we don't get lost.
And as the party decides which path they're going to be entering, this is where we're going to call it for the week. Mostly because if you guys actually get in there, we're going to wind up getting distracted and go well past stop time. So, we'd like to thank our sponsors, D&D Beyond, that is D, the letter N, D, Beyond.com, as well as Licky Dice Cafe and Liquor Express. If you're looking for live games to play in the Huntsville, Alabama area, check out those two locations. For live games with our main DM, Heath, who runs fantastic games. We are on our one-day break before our Saturday game, The Stolen Cities, where we broke into the police ward, stole back items that belonged to our robot friend, and then smuggled him back out of the police ward. Yeah. So, find out what happens when we come back for that one. That'll be on Saturday from 7 till 10 EST, or 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. EST. And then we'll be off on Sunday. We still won't see a return to our Monday night game, but the cast has been announced. We welcome 2 new friendly faces to the Diabear community. Vixen and... Hold tight. We welcome Vixen and...
Voodoo acupuncture?
Thank you.
I couldn't say the word.
Thank you. Vixen and Voodoo Acupuncture, who join us for the Monday night game, as well, and they'll be playing opposite to Adira, played by Quentin, and Koss, played by Otter. They won't be playing Adira and Koss, but they will be playing on Monday night. Tuesday night, we'll have another episode of Valley by Night, where they are... Decca, you are muted, my dear. Cannot hear you.
Haha! I have voice again. I've been talking this whole time. I hate it here.
No.
It has been a lot of political. Tuesday night is a lot of political maneuvering and people trying to out sorcel each other.
Wednesday night. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's the more that long and short of it. You get to watch me play a himbo.
A vampire himbo, for that matter.
Yeah.
Wednesday night, we'll be back with another episode of Monster of the Week, where we will hopefully have enough players to actually go after the Guardian like we've been trying to do for almost a month. I wish I was kidding. IRL has just screwed us after going after this really big milestone marker in the campaign. That is run by Quentin, and you can come see me play the Southern Pararomantic, and Decca play Jarnia, who is our resident Ice Queen.
Not anymore.
Nani?
You missed something.
I missed something. Okay, good enough. And then next week we'll be back on Thursday again with another episode of Descent into Avernus as they go through the maze and try and find some dryads to remind them about what life was like before this.
Whatever that means.
Whatever that means. So, without further ado, I'd like to thank my players. We have our streamer and social media manager, and I do this because that's where they are. That's where he is on my screen, but he is actually over there.
I can now give bunny ears to Adira.
Yes. You are giving bunny ears to Adira. Fantastic. Quentin is our social media manager and is playing Adira. We have Koss, played by Otter, who actually made our overlay tonight, and we thank him a great deal for that. It looks fantastic. We have Amaranth, played by Decca, who also plays on our Tuesday night and Wednesday night games.
I'm here
And-
forever.
Nancy, my mom, who is playing Corlick, our resident barbarian, who is just basically Doom guy. I am your DM and host. Well, I say host, but I didn't stream it. I'm your DM and storyteller. That's the word I was looking for. I'm Maddie. You did see me previously on Monday nights, and you will still see me on Wednesday nights playing Cassie. And on Saturdays, playing Venelin. That's the one. Almost forgot Venelin. How could I forget? The daughter to my very first rogue ever. That being said, couple things. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. Be good to one another. And remember, roar for initiative.